Welcome back, you beautiful people, to part 4 of the Companions Only. And we're starting this episode off with a nice old siege. So against the Britannians, still the Northern Empire, and nothing too much happened against Dekuze, which is a bit of a shame. Was hoping for a bit of a scrap there, but an army came up and chased us away. So what have we been doing in the meantime? Well, we have been trying to equip our troops up so that we have some decent kit. Well, I've always had decent weapons. Well, decent swords, not really decent bows, but most people have a better bow than the standard starting bow that we had to give all of them. And most people have their horses in some sort of armour. And we're just going to look around for a ladder, because we need to get up onto these walls. If we can get up onto one of those towers, we're going to be able to rain arrows down on just about everything that is around. Which for us is going to be super good, seeing as we are mainly archery based. Funny that, despite also having some fantastic weapons. But this castle seems to have a fair few defenders. And our archers really aren't doing the greatest work at the moment. Which is a bit of a shame. I'm surprised they just haven't told the foot infantry just to run in and charge. And then let the archers do their work, like supporting them. But details, this is what we've got. So this is what we're going to work with. And over the walls we go. And if we can take out those Mangladels, that is going to be very good for us. Well, that means they're going to stop hitting like the large concentration of troops and doing a lot of damage. And I think we'll go up and to the left, because there seems to be quite a lot to the right. So we'll clear one section, move into the next, and keep going around that way. Ah, this sword is a beast. And from where did you come from? I thought you're dead. Let's start taking these guys out, and looks like a couple other people are trying to come up the walls as well. Oh, and we also have a noble steep bow now, and it is amazing. Super accurate if I can actually hit stuff. Decent rate of fire, and hits like a freight truck as well. Wow, okay, this is embarrassing. Dead. Got a couple guys there. Come on, let's get this one out. We're just going to run up and stab him. Saying about how good his bow was and can't even hit anything. Oh, looks like they've got some reinforcements coming in this way. No, leave my ladder alone. If those guys come up, that'd be quite nice. Or it's just going to be us trying to defend this area against all of their reinforcements. Going up onto the tower. That is fine. Oh, lots of archers in here. Oh, that's a bit... I wasn't expecting this many people. Okay, right, cool. We cleared these guys, and then we get up to the top. Well, hopefully those Mangladels out. This should be a lot easier. I mean, they got a lot of militia. They don't seem to have too many good things. They got a few Thanes, which obviously are like super tough. Very good archers. Can we break this? Yes, we can. That's down. And we're going to need to head across and take that one out as well. And hopefully keep these ladders up. Where are we getting slotted by? Oh. Okay, Fane there. We now have exactly like no health. I think we've got like 2 HP. Full damage. Amazing. Well, that's a good start to the episode. So I'm not sure what happened, but everything basically just bugged out. So no one would attack, which was super nice. So everyone was just stood there shooting arrows back and forth. So we retreated out and then went back in and then basically auto-resolved. We done okay off that. So 25 renown, 7.9 influence, 13.1 morale, and we got 53% of the loot. Now, our party took out 34 on the second round, and only 4 people got knocked down, which ain't too bad. So I think that's 7 in total we got down. But details, 58 prisoners, don't mind if we do. We're over the limit, yeah, that's cool. We'll get over that. Okay, equipment, nothing exceptional, but decent enough. Now let's see where the army's going, because if the army's going somewhere where we can drop off troops, then that is good for us. We have managed to corner one of the Libertarians' armies. So I think there's, what, 400 of them? And guess what, like 600-700 of us. And then we've got like 100 odd companions now. Yeah, these guys are in for a bad time. Got all of our horse charging in. And ideally, this should mean that a bunch of our companions get a massive amount of experience. And maybe if I can hit something, that will work out quite nicely as well. But yeah, this is going to definitely help level us up, get some more of our stats up, because, well, the companions are pretty good. But obviously, from the way that the companion system works, the more things they kill, the better their stats will become, and therefore the better they will be, therefore the more things that they can kill. And we also have a sneaky little mod in, that every time one of our guys levels up, they get an extra 2 hit points. Which isn't massive, mind you, it's not huge. But obviously, by the time you're like level 30, that means you have 160 HP. And that's without any other like perks or buffs going on. You know, I will take that. That's going to make our companions super tough as they carry on leveling up. Then their skills are going to get better, so they're going to be harder to hit anyway. And then we're changing out a bunch of the armors, and the armors are getting pretty good. And with the swords that we've got, like some of like the really high-end armor, that's like 200,000 plus. Yeah, we can just trade 2 of the swords, and then we can afford it. Now let's see if I can't get anyone here. Okay, you're down. No, hit the other guy. Yeah, pretty much a rout right then. They just got absolutely butchered. I'm happy with that. Even though it looks like there's like none of them left, there's still quite a few of them. Kill count's still going. Oosh, happy days. Yeah, the Libertarians are definitely, well, the Bretonians are definitely taking a kick in this time around, and we are not even mad. So I think what the plan is, beat the Bretonians down so there's virtually nothing left. We break away, and then we go and try to start our own kingdom. Seeing as we're spending a lot of time running around the army, and the army is doing pretty much a sweet all for us, let's go start taking some settlements without their help. We'll just go begin assault. We don't need to worry about too much. F3, everyone just charges in. And as you can see, a couple more recruits come in as well. So I think we're up to 101 right now, which isn't a bad amount to have for companions. To be fair, 101 isn't a bad size army. It's not a massive army, definitely not, but not a bad one at all. Straight up the ladder, and let's take this castle quick time. Being on our feet also helps us, because that's going to train athletics, so our guys are always going to continuously get faster, going to get better with bows. Yeah, we are going to become super duper dangerous real soon. No, don't hit the side of the wall. Oh well, they let us over. Are you? All we got to do is create a little bit of space, and the rest of the troops come up behind. Man, that guy was seriously good at blocking. Just attack. Turns out, trying to command while spamming the click button causes you some issues. So why aren't any of the guys coming up the walls? Oh, there they are. Just slow. You guys up the walls yet? No, you guys aren't doing much at all. Oh, he can... Oh, he's attacking way quicker than we were. Oh, we've got a couple troops in. Yeah, cool. I think just because a lot of them just want to shoot their arrows off. And that obviously means they want to stay on the ground. Okay, cool. Oosh. Oosh. Okay, small group coming up this side. Where else have we got troops going up? Ah, and over there. What is that guy shooting? He seems super intrigued at shooting something down here. Don't really know. Can we get this on? No, I just hit the engineer instead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my troops must hate me because either I'm shooting them or I'm shooting their horses with a bow. I'll take a couple people out, not many. We just seem to spend more time actually taking our own people out. Okay, how are we looking over here? Looking good, mind you. That time for you. Oh, sweet. And now the guys are through on the other side. Oh, they are completely surrounded now. Guys, save me. Anyone want to save me? Can't really take another hit. Cool shadows as well, actually. Unless we're trying to break through the gatehouse, I guess. Could have been the other one that the guys were trying to do. But I doubt it, somehow. No, gatehouse is all intact. One day, when we have engineering skill, we'll be able to build, like, siege ladders and battering rams. But until then, I think we just go up the walls. Seems working, and with that, I kind of do want to get some more kettle helms. So 30 kills on us, plus 8 in athletics, that's not too bad. Plus 4, plus 4, plus 2. Seemed to go alright. Yara the Accused got 8. That is good going. We have declared war on the Batarians. And we are not part of a kingdom. So, we're going to start our own. There's about maybe 80, 90 of them. So, nice, easy fight for us. Going to charge in, take them out. We've got a few more companions. I think we're up to 103 now, which obviously is a pretty tidy amount. Still got to get rid of that guy with the spear. Literally go through it, can never find him. So once that goes, that's going to be, I would say, sweet. It's not really going to make a massive difference. He's just going to be a little bit more dangerous in close combat. And yet again, a lot of our guys have been able to upgrade their bows. So, even more dangerous. And I'm thinking there is a castle that has literally just been taken back from Sturgia. So if we can go in and we can take that, that's going to be a decent little foothold. And then we just keep moving forward from there, taking more territory. And ideally what we do want to do is take a town or a city. Because, simple reason, we get most of our money from smithing. Now, seeing as we're trying to start our own kingdom, a lot of the other kingdoms are going to try to wipe us out because we are just going to be bandit upstarts. And obviously, without a supply of money, we're not going to be able to pay our troops. We don't pay our troops, morale drops, and we are not going to be nearly as good at doing just about anything. So, money is going to be super important. And then off the back of that, we can start forming a decent-sized kingdom. And then once the kingdom is set and somewhat stable, we will call it a victory on the companions only. Now, start of the game, a little bit more challenging when you've only got companions. Getting to this point here, well, we're not losing any soldiers. So our army just keeps growing bigger and bigger and getting stronger and stronger. Whereas at the start, well, you saw we just kept getting nuked out. A lot of it's down to my incompetence. And then you lose everyone, then you have to go and find them and get them back. But yeah, that was a nice, easy battle. And a whole bunch of skills have been gained off the back of it. I've got a feeling this is going to turn out very, very well for us. And I think what we might do is we might start topping off their leaders. So we'll just go and execute them, which means less leaders, means, well, they're not going to be able to fight us quite as well. And the castle we want is just down here. And there is a sweet all in the way of a garrison. Now, they are off fighting other people as well, so all of their attention is not going to be on us, thankfully. But also what this means is if we hold up in here, then, well, at least we're going to be in a decent situation to make a stand. They would need a very, 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 very big army to actually be able to take this back. So yeah, we're only on 104, which isn't much, but each one of our guys is a half decent archer, but a beast in close combat with far better kit. So I reckon one of our guys can probably, the better ones, can take 7 or 8. We've seen that. Most of our guys can take 2 or 3 before going down. Obviously, you get the lucky shots. People get slaughtered at a distance. Things go wrong. But it looks like the Britannians are starting to bring some troops round. So we need to be in here quick and take it even quicker. And then this will be ours, and that'll be sweet. And start of the kingdom. And let's lead an assault. No point waiting. And it looks like Sturgis pushing through, which is going to force a lot of the Britannians away as well. So all we need to do is just basically follow behind them. Whatever's open, we just go in and try to take. Because they're going to be like scrapping over castles. The castle's going to go one side and then the other. But we're a lot smaller and a lot more mobile of a force. Yeah, this is going super well for us. Well, that's not. Don't ride into the wooden fences. That's not good for the horse. Is everything on this side? Okay. Not was hoping for a bit more of a spread out ye old attack. Oh yeah, and we got a horse with like gold armor on, and we've also got a helmet with a crown on, because I thought, well, that was only proper, seeing as we want to start our own kingdom. Let's look like a king. That's kind of the mindset. It sounded cooler in my head. Saying it out loud just kind of sounds a bit cheeseballs, but details. First into the breach, and how many did they have? What, like 27? I don't see them holding too well. And maybe split the group as well. So we're going to have like people that will actually just straight up archer. And then a bunch that will actually be like the breachers. But to be fair, if we just stay like this, we're going to take this castle in no time. Got a few more coming up. Oh, they're already over. Oh, so everyone's just so focused on us that the guys just breached. Awesome. I doubt it's going to be much this way, but that's just how they look. And our guy is so quick right now as well. Like, we were super slow not that long ago. Something like that. There we go. Take it there can only be a couple left. Let's go up into the tower. Let's see if we cannot pick them off at a distance. And the beginning of the kingdom shall commence. Is that it? That's it. Sweet. Nice and simple, that one. And I don't think this was going to be too difficult to hold. Because what we can do if we want to be super annoying. And there's an arrow barrel there. Yeah, we can basically just pull everyone and hold here. So we're going to have a bunch of people that will just hack anyone that comes across there. They'll just get torn apart. And then the archer's been in that section. Just going to be able to shoot anyone running around. Yeah, that is a good castle to hold. I don't think this could have turned out much better. So we were coming back to try and defend the castle against the siege. But then the Valendians showed up and are now fighting the Britannia. And what we've been doing is we've been rounding up bandits and then just chucking them into the castle to act as a militia. Which turned out brought us enough time. So we're going to go in, talk to the Valandians and help the Valandian army. And this should be super sweet. This is a very good start to the kingdom. So the Britannian army is going to get wiped. Awesome. The Valandian army is going to be weaker. And also it's going to take out a whole bunch of their leadership. Which then we can just chuck into the castle. Which means that we should, off the back of this, be able to get in on another siege. Then there'll be 2 castles, which means they've got less resources that they can pull from, so they can't get troops as quick. That's all we need to do is just keep chipping away at the Britannians. Hopefully, take a city pretty soon as well. And then we'll have our own kingdom. We'll just take over the Britannian kingdom, which for us would be super sweet. Then I'm trying to think, who do we go to next? So obviously we want to go close by. Sturgia is deceptively tough. But then they can only really be attacked on like one side. So we wouldn't need to worry too much about all the different angles. We can just fortify a couple of the key like castles and that. Or we could start like annoying the Empire, since as the Northern Empire is fighting pretty much everyone at the same time. We don't want to annoy Valandia because that's where we get all of our helmets from. Not that that's really good reason not to attack someone. But I want to be able to continuously get those helmets because I've got a feeling we're probably still going to end up getting more companions. And companions are going to be super important to try and keep alive in this. Yeah, that shield wall is fairly tough, it turns out. Let's actually just go into the Thanes and see how much damage we can do. Turns out, a decent amount. Yeah, that would suck, right? So you're in the shield wall facing forward, and you're like, yeah, come on, lads, we've got this. And then the enemy horse just comes from behind. We didn't do this very well, did we? We're facing the wrong way. Take these guys. But I'm looking forward to defending a proper castle siege. Oh, that's another point. We've got to get some industry set up just so we have the passive income. Now, we're burning about 2,000 a day on wages, which isn't crazy high, but it's high enough for it to be a problem. Seeing as when we trade with a town, they normally only have about like 20, maybe 30,000 if we're lucky. But then we've been doing a lot of trading, so their wealth is a bit lower. And so yeah, we just need another passive income. So we're going to get the income from the villages, we're going to get the income from the castles, but then also we're going to have to be paying the garrisons on top of that. So I'm thinking if we can get some enterprises set up, and we can make sure they're pretty well defended, but the towns that they need to pull the resources from are like well stocked, then I think we could actually be making a killing. Yeah, that would work out really well for us. Just means we've got to befriend a couple notables and then we're good. But yeah, that army is just getting shredded now. And we have just taken down, I think it was like one of the last Britannian armies. Oh, this is so good for us. This is such a good start to starting our kingdom. Until anyone else tries to fight us, but hopefully we'll be established by then. So I have a feeling this might be quite a risky siege. So we have an army coming up behind us with 307 in it. Then we also have 83 here. And then we're also going to need to go and take the castle at the same time. So I'm thinking ideally we go in, we can take the castle. We've got plenty of food and we've got 20 days worth of wages. We might be able to go in, kill everyone off, and then hold until these guys come and attack us. And then we should be in a decent situation for a scrap. But either way, we still got to go in and take it. But just throwing it out there, I think that this should be a fairly straightforward attack. And this is not a particularly fancy castle. We've got plenty of guys with us already. Everyone on charge. And let's get up these ladders. Because in close combat, we are going to shred them. We've also got good arrows, well, good archers. So our archers are going to be able to do a lot of work against pretty much everything that we come across. And well, we've already seen, so long as I don't jump off the ladder, that as soon as we're over the walls, we're dangerous. And if we're not over the walls, we're still firing arrows back at them. Which makes us pretty lethal as well. Ooh, crossbows hurt. Well, ballista. Not quite sure what I thought was going to happen there. To be honest, just throwing it out there, just been like, that big piece of siege engineering's like aiming at me. Like, best stand there. So like, yeah, no, that wasn't too smart now. But to be fair, fair play. I'm pretty sure that's a matey that was over the walls to start with. Yeah, if they lose cohesion along here, they're done. They literally don't stand a chance if they break ranks to fight us. Yeah. This is going to be over very, very quickly. If they're all together in those ranks, then yeah, they'd do pretty well because they'll be able to stop the arrows coming in because they'll have all the shields. But without that, if it just turns into messy scrap, that is where our guys absolutely shine. Just hacking things full. We do so much damage. It's literally broken. Yeah, their army just melted. If it stayed together, it would have like been actually pretty difficult because they'd have the spears and the swords and they'd be able to have like multiple of them attacking us at a time. As soon as they broke, whoever wasn't actually fighting in a 1-on-1 fight was just pelting arrows into them. But yeah, kind of rating the uniform. It does need a bit more work, but nearly everyone has the same sort of helmet. And I guess we wait and see if they decide to siege us. Which they are! Ace! I'm looking forward to this. How many days worth of food? 58 days on food on us. Then we got gonna hold for about 25, 26 days on wages. So that's also super good. And it looks like there's a lot of trade caravans coming along here. Did they take the city? Settlement ownership change, so that's ours. And Drumere Castle is under siege. Okay, more people on the walls, that's good. Oh, we could actually just chuck everyone up into the towers. Man, someone is just absolutely destroying them. Yeah, it's the Mangladels. They're so devastating. Okay. If we can take... Let's try that one again. If we can take the battering ram out, then they're not really going to have too much that they come at us with. They do have a siege tower, but not too fussed about that. I am rating the Mangladels. They are awesome. Okay, what we got over here? A couple people there. Nothing too fancy. See, that's broken, so they're left with a siege tower. Well, that should be pretty easy to defend against, just throwing it out there. Like, yeah, it'll be a big group of them coming in. But they're all going to have to form up behind it. Which means in that time we can just shoot them down. They can't get through the gatehouse, so they can't really bring their numbers to bear. Anyone that's climbing up we can shoot in the back. Yeah, do you know what? Let's actually do some more damage to these guys. Oh, don't want that. Well, we know they're coming that way, so let's move troops across. Troops should be going. Wait, how come that... Oh no, we are moving in. Okay, those guys will just stay there and die anyway. Let's see if they're trying to breach anywhere else. No, it isn't. Literally, they've just committed everything to this bit. Okay, now we're running out. Not sure I appreciate that. Alright, Sidney, that's what we want to do. Everybody just charge down the siege tower. Just go out and fight them in the field. It's looking like not too many of them actually have all that many arrows left. So, without arrows, they're not going to actually be able to do a massive amount. One-on-one, we can take pretty much anything that they have. Friendly fire might be an issue from, like, the siege equipment. But, nah, this is it. I reckon we got this. Oh, that's embarrassing. Good old Sally. That would actually be pretty cool. If you made yourself like a pubs built like small strike squad of like companions, and what you do is you just basically just ride out, and then you just go in close combat down like their siege equipment. Yeah, that'd work super well. Silly move. I didn't want to be left out. If they'd gone up that side as well, spread out, done a bit more, I reckon we would have been in a fair bit of trouble. But yeah, look how many companions we lost. We lost hardly anything. Oh, you're running away? Yeah, no you're not. That is one big army that we just wiped out though. There was a lot of them. There's like, I know what, like 400? I know, like 400 is not crazy, but seeing as we just before that took out another army, which was like another 400, then I think Hollandia took another one on top of that. So that's like 1,200 odd troops that they've lost in like a matter of in-game days. Not even mad. Yeah, the militia spearmen, 34. That is not bad. Okay, so the robber killed 68. 68? That is insane. I was quite happy with the 7, then I got 10, which kind of feel embarrassed about now. But yeah, 68. Right, so siege equipment, put your companions on, and they are going to become devastatingly powerful. Okay, my prisoners. Ooh, this is very nice. 91 troops and 171 prisoners. Ooh, do not mind that at all. So, defense-wise, we have 104 in there. And how much we got over here? 105. Do you know what? Not mad. That is okay. So we've got 2 castles semi-defensible. And also, where Valandia has taken this castle along here, we are proper encroaching onto the Britannian territory. Next big hit is going to be the city, because we definitely need that taken down. And then they got a couple small castles over here. But yeah, between us, Valandia, and I wonder if the Northern Empire still has beef with them, Britannia's going to start disappearing very, very, very quickly. That is not half bad. I'm okay with that. But with that, I do need to bring the episode to the end, so thank you very much for watching The Companions Only. I've been Conti. All your likes, comments, sub, support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.